Hello and welcome to the very first episode of the Switchbox podcast. My name is David. Go ahead and introduce yourself, you guys.
All right, I'll go.
Somebody.
Go for it.
Okay.
I'm Ace from Gold Star Gaming. Someone else?
Gabriel James, also from Switchbox. Christian sucking on us.
Yeah,
I'm Drama Freak from, I don't know, Texas.
You were from Texas. He was a member of Switchbox until he moved to Vegas. Then he came back, became a member of Switchbox, then moved to Texas. So yeah, there's that.
Yeah.
And the steel-faced
Killer.
picture that you see is me, Jason, Lord Jev 84, also a member of Switchbox.
All right. I guess basically the whole thing with this podcast is it's not going to be following any sort of format or anything like that. We're just kind of talking about.
We are going to go off topic.
We are all the time.
All the time.
It will happen.
This is basically going to be 30 minutes of us ranting about whatever the hell we talk about. It'll never have any continuity.
This one probably will be a little bit more formatted than anything else, simply because of introductions and stuff.
Yeah.
But
Get the bell off your cat, Chris.
Oh,
Your futon just got a wicked boner.
did she hear us?
I shouldn't have said anything.
Should be able to.
See, right there. Just proved our point. Went off topic. We didn't even start the topic yet.
It's also going to serve as a way to kind of keep the people updated on what we're doing with the channel, as we haven't really been doing much lately. Life has kind of gotten in the way with all of that.
Because none of us have won the lottery where we could just sit at home.
Yeah, that's the main thing. Is like this. We don't do this for a living. We don't do it to essentially make money. We do it in our spare time, and it's hard to get all of our schedules together to actually do stuff. I work opposite of everybody else, so there's that.
Yeah, because you work more nights, and then some of us work more mornings.
Yeah. I work
And some
midnight
of us
shift.
work third shift. Yeah.
I live in Texas.
Yeah, Chris lives in Texas, so it's going to
If
be.
people didn't get that, Christian lives in Texas.
Yes, he lives in
the
Texas.
Lone Star State.
We will never see him
There you
again.
No,
What's
we
so
will.
special about Demo Texas?
He was down in the darkness.
Yeah, like we didn't play that joke out when he said he was moving to Texas.
Yeah. So, I guess the main thing we're going to talk about this first episode is E3.
His butt cheeks.
What have you guys seen of it?
I've pretty much only seen, the release or the reveal of Fallout 4, which looks very interesting. I've never played any of the other ones before,
Don't you start
so
with
it really appealed to me because it looks like it's something where I don't have to understand the previous games to understand what's going on with this one, and that's always been a turnoff for me to jump into the middle of a series, because this obviously the fourth installment for the game, not including any expansions if there were any, but the game looks beautiful. I mean, I know it's, obviously just the trailer video they showed. I'm not sure if that's going to be actual gameplay footage, which I really hope, because it
It
looks...
probably is. It's
Oh,
almost
yeah,
done.
yeah.
looks
All of that was
amazing.
in engine.
That,
Right.
It
That
looks
was all
amazing.
in engine. So
Yeah.
My only frown upon it is that I might have to upgrade some of my computer specs in order to
See,
run it.
Here's the thing. I don't know.
It'd be nice if I didn't have to.
Because it's actually running on the same engine they use for Skyrim. I believe it's their Create engine. I think that's what it's called. It's just a modified engine of that,
Probably,
a
yeah.
version of that. So, I mean, that's what Bethesda generally does. Their flagship title, The Elder Scrolls, is normally whenever they come out with a new Elder Scrolls game, they come out with a new engine. They did that with Oblivion, and they used the same engine that ran Oblivion for Fallout 3 and Obsidian's Fallout New Vegas. So that's what they're gonna do with Skyrim. or not Skyrim, with Fallout 4, they're going to run it on the Skyrim engine.
Good,
Yeah.
good.
I don't
Now,
know.
the
I
only
mean, it's kind of a little outdated though, but
I mean, I'm sure they probably tweak it up a little bit and update
Oh
it.
yeah, you can
Oh,
tell they
dude.
took a hint from mods.
Yeah.
Made it
oh,
better.
yeah.
Now the
But-
only problem I have is that are they overhyping it?
See,
We've been through that where we get all hyped up and then hopes are dashed.
See, I don't know if it's the cynic in me, but like that was really the only thing game-wise that spoke out to me was Fallout 4.
Bullshit.
Everything. What?
Bullshit. You love the fact that you'd get a dog.
And they can't die.
Well, I mean that's part
Yeah,
of the game.
He said
Dude, as
game-wise-
soon as you seen a dog
Game-wise.
that you could
No,
command
I
around,
mean-
your freaking smile went right to your ears.
Let me clarify what I meant by game-wise. There were things that I was interested in on a technical aspect, like Microsoft's HoloLens. That blew me out of the water for a technical
Yeah,
aspect.
that
But
looked
I saw that forever ago when they actually were messing around with the idea and they showed the whole 3D specs of you playing in your living room. And I'm like, holy shit, that's fucking awesome.
So you got to realize though that's all like it's not exactly what you're seeing. What
Yeah,
they're
I
showing.
know,
It's a
but it's
special
just like-
special camera
It
that's
was just-
projecting that.
It
But
was just freaking sweet though.
yeah,
if
it's
you could actually
definitely an
do
awesome
that-
concept.
'Cause if you could actually do that,
Yeah,
that'd be awesome.
but really, it's just a gimmick.
See, yeah, that's why I say I'm interested in it from a technical aspect. I don't see it going very far for gaming,
right.
but for training, in the medical field or
Yeah.
Exactly.
anything
Yep.
like that, I can see that taking
Something
off
that
and
you can
being-
get a full onboard, perspective of everything that you're looking at without.
Yeah, it could be useful for gynecologists too.
Okay, I
You
guess
would go
that's
there.
one way to go with it, but
He
that's-
was trying so hard not to just say 3D porn.
yeah. I mean, but
That's the only reason that got approved, right?
see,
Yeah.
that's what
They
I meant
always-
by from a gaming aspect. All the other games.
I'm gonna walk in on Chris with that little lens over his eye, and he's gonna be like,
A big smile on his face.
For all the
Oh,
other
boy.
games I saw, that it wasn't really. They showed a bunch of cinematic trailers. That's all it was.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
didn't really show.
You
what
gotta
the
see
game
those
was
as that.
doing.
they're
And-
Well,
Yeah.
the only one that I remember they showed on gameplay footage too that I actually thought was really awesome was Uncharted. I've never played any of the Uncharted, but watching the actual gameplay footage of Uncharted 4 looked amazing.
See, I did watch
Excited for
that.
it.
But it really didn't speak to me. It might be just because I love the Fallout series. That's why it spoke to me so much. But I don't know.
I'd have to agree with you completely on it because, like I said, I've never played any of the Fallout series, but just by watching that reveal trailer and the whole spiel that they gave, aside from it looking beautiful, the mechanics look great. I love the total weapon customization and building aspect.
Mm-hmm.
All in all, it seems like they took everything, because I've watched you play, Fallout 3 and Fallout 3 New Vegas and stuff, and it seems like they took... God damn you, Chris. It seems like they took all of them elements, and anything that wasn't great, they tweaked it better, and added so much more to it.
Yeah.
and-
Like Ace said, they really listened to a lot of the mod makers.
Yeah.
All of the... Because there is a mod for New Vegas... I think it's called Wasteland Defense or something like that, where you actually build up a town, and it works just like
It's like a tower
how-
defense game in a sense.
Yeah, it works
Yeah.
just like how they were showing the construction of your settlement.
Your town, yeah. People come in and they.
Grades. Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm glad they decided that you don't have to do it because that's probably something I'm not going to touch at all.
Really?
Yeah,
Well,
it's-
See, I'm not much into construction either.
I'm going to call bullshit if they say, "Oh, you got to do this." They actually get this.
See, I like the idea of it something that you can do but don't have to do. But I can also see it's something that if you do, you're rewarded in certain ways that you can't be through any other part of the game.
Yeah.
Certain items and stuff.
Oh, you want this really cool thing to make a nuclear weapon? Oh, well, you got to do this first. Fuck that.
I mean, some
I don't got
people
time for
don't.
that.
I mean, as long as it ain't like a grueling process, like. As long as it's something you could do real quick and then just invest a little time into,
That's what it seemed like, because they were able to just walk up to there was like a pile of tires on the ground. They're like,
Yeah.
okay, let's scrap that.
The
We're
only
gonna
part
get
of it
those
that seems,
resources.
the only part of that process that seems grindy is just collecting the resources to build. Because in order to build this wall, you got to have so much of this material or something like that, and then boom, it's right there.
Well, the besides whatever, they're players. That's what the type of players they are. Oh, I can loot everything. Oh boy,
Yeah, that's
they will fucking go to town and rip everything off.
But the fact that everything has a purpose now.
Mm-hmm.
Everything
that's
can
the
be
thing,
used
it's
for
like,
something.
Yeah.
That's the thing that I like.
Have you not
because-
seen people take a shit ton of cabbages from Skyrim?
Hey, you could sell those to farmers.
I know. Still,
Hey.
they took all of them and just dropped them in the town.
As long as there ain't a
That's-
duplication glitch.
That's the
There you go.
thing that pissed me off on pretty much all of their games. They've populated it with so much stuff, but you couldn't
It's
really
useless,
do
yeah.
any. Yeah,
Aside from just taking it to sell it.
and
cryptocurrency.
even then, in
I love
Skyrim,
it.
they made a
It's just
lot of
tedious.
this stuff that you could pick up worthless. Like literally, it had no
Yeah,
value.
no
It was a
value.
story. You just
Here's a
give it to 'em.
plate.
Yeah.
Hey, could have been a plate salesman.
But
Or you
I
could
was
get the
gonna say,
guards
too-
chasing you because you stole a fork.
What was that, Chris?
Possible.
Oh, I was gonna say one thing with Vegas that I hated, New Vegas, is that I actually had to get a mod for the weight to have unlimited, inventory weight, because I was just like, because I was picking up so much useless shit that I was like weighing myself down.
Here's the thing. I'm the exact opposite with that. Like, I'll get mods that increase the weight of stuff. Like, it'll add weight to money. It'll add weight to
Make it
bullets.
realistic.
Yeah, more realistic.
No,
and
but
it's
I hate going back and forth. Like I don't know,
Mhm.
I mean,
because I like taking everything.
Yeah.
Chris is a hit it and quit it kind of gamer.
see that's the thing about PC gaming, which actually would bring me into another cool thing they were talking about. Is you can modify it pretty much
Right,
whatever.
right.
So
How you want to play? Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
bringing that to consoles now with Fallout 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. Well, Xbox, isn't it? Right now.
Right now it's Xbox One.
One, yeah.
They're working on PS4. The only thing that makes me worry about that is how it's going to actually work, because a lot of the good, I shouldn't say good, but better mods, the more powerful mods,
Right.
like Skyrim and even the older Fallout games, is it requires an external program to kind of unlock those features.
Right.
On top of that, they've run into a lot of issues with like copyright problems.
There's always copyright.
Where Nexus, the website that a lot of the modders go through,
Yeah.
if it's assets pulled from another game, it'll actually be pulled off of the Nexus website, so you can't download it.
Yeah.
So they also announced Bethesda.net, which is, I'm thinking, where they're going to run the service through, so that way they can kind of regulate what
Right,
mods go up, what ones will be compatible with the consoles.
Well, see, that's
Right.
pretty
Like
cool.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's kind of like official, unofficial, you know?
See, I'm not sure. They haven't really announced that, but that's what I'm assuming.
Well, yeah.
because-
I mean by like saying is these are mods that won't, be breaching any type of copyright or
Yeah.
anything, you know?
Yeah.
We ain't backing these ones, but these are ones that won't get anyone in trouble.
Mhm.
So that's pretty cool. I mean, I really like the way a lot of games in the past few years have been going. They've been very community driven and stuff like that. It's why indie games have become so popular over the past few years. They start off with just a basic concept of a game, and then as people play it, they get ideas. They provide the developers with ideas, and a lot of times those are added in.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I might have showed Jimmy this, but I actually have found this really awesome game.
Oh,
it's
is
like
it
a
that?
hack and slash.
Yeah,
Umbra.
I've been seeing that one.
Dude,
It
I'm,
looks pretty
pumped
sweet.
for it.
My only complaint with it is when you showed it to me, it looked like at the moment it was not multiplayer. And according to
They're
the video,
working on it,
they
yeah.
had at the time of the video they did not have any intentions of it at the time.
Is one of the you know how like Kickstarter they have like the
Yeah,
level?
yeah, yeah.
It is one of them.
They're
and I
trying to
think
just
got
get
hit,
it as a
actually.
game at the moment, and then
Oh, it's like unlock this feature at such and such dollar amount.
Yeah. But I think they hit it actually.
Stretch goals, that's what it is.
yep.
Stretch goals, yeah.
Well, they're trying to do the same thing with Shenmue, which I'm fucking excited for.
Oh
See,
yeah.
Oh, that's fully.
I never played any of the Shenmue games.
Oh, they're good.
Never, because you never had Dreamcast, did you?
No, I did not.
Oh, see.
I wanted one.
I think I played the second one for.
That's a radio. Sorry,
but
I love that game too.
You know, that's
Jet Set Radio.
that's a lot of what a lot of developers are going to is Kickstarter now. So
Yeah.
like,
Well, it's a good way, you know. They can just, like I say, throw out a basic concept, and if people are interested, it'll obviously show because people are willing to donate. Thanks, Chris.
Well, that's also that one game from the people that made what can I think of it? Banjo and Kazooie. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
oh yeah. They're making one through there. I can't remember what it's fucking
like-
called.
Lizard and Bat guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ukulele or it's like supposed to be like ukulele or what
Yeah.
Wait a second, let me.
the hell is it called?
Something like that.
You know, fucking oops, sorry.
Yuka and Laylee.
Okay.
Yeah,
there we
okay.
go.
yeah.
Yuka.
And also, dude, what made Mega Man?
Yeah,
Oh,
Mighty
yeah.
Force. No,
Mighty-
not Mighty Force. No.
Mighty.
Mighty 9.
What is it fucking called? Is that what it's called?
Is it Mighty 101 or something like that?
No, that's
no,
a that's a
that's
Nintendo game.
Nintendo.
Oh.
I said, did they just
Mighty
come
9, I
out?
believe. Or Mighty Force is another game.
Mighty number 9. Yeah.
Yeah, Mighty.
Yeah, Mighty Number.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's a really good outlet for them. You know, they talk directly to the fans, and it's all fans.
It's what they want. Yeah.
See, I
because
think
the
that's what
fans
makes
got
a good
screwed
game.
over.
There's been a lot of games that have, went that route, and they've been successful for the most part, you know?
Well, I think the other hack and slash that I got into. The hell? I'm just drawing blanks like left and right
Yeah,
here.
what the hell was that? Was that your head drawing a blank?
Path of Exile. Yeah.
Oh.
Path of Ex- okay.
God, I haven't played that game in forever.
Which is
Yeah.
also
Yeah,
fun.
I really love that one too. I mean, the way they handle everything. It's a
Yep.
free game, free to play.
Yep.
If
It
wanna support
has payment options to, in-game perks and whatever.
Yeah,
but you're not
concessions.
obligated to do any of that.
No.
And
Just
on
for
top of it, it's not
cosmetic.
game breaking.
Yeah, it's
all
not
cosmetic,
it's not a pay-to-win kind of a deal.
No.
And even still, even if they did, it wouldn't be very game-breaking. It'd be like items or whatever.
And they're still expanding it too. Like they
It's still a building
They
game.
just not too long ago they released the newest character, I guess you would call it, where it
Oh,
starts
that-
right in the middle.
Yeah.
The,
Really?
You gotta beat the
perks-
game.
perk-
Oh yeah. You have to
Yeah.
beat the first act or something like that first in order to unlock it.
Yeah. So, was there anything else E3 that you guys saw that?
Yeah.
I really didn't see.
Oh, what's that? Horizon First Dawn or something like that? Did you see that?
No.
Yes.
That looked interesting.
Yeah. Okay. It was. Was that the Sony conference?
Maybe.
I can't
Or was
remember.
I'm trying to remember.
Hold on.
It's from Avalanche, I believe. Is it Avalanche Games? Yeah.
I'm not
See,
sure.
I didn't watch too
Yeah,
much of the
it's
E3 because
Sony's.
nothing I heard about really jumped out at it. It seemed like a kind of a lackluster one. I mean, I'm sure there was a couple of things that really jumped out. I mean,
Well,
I don't know, they
because
actually-
a
they're
lot of
more-
people got hyped up about Kingdom Hearts 3, of course. Ooh.
What do you think
Yeah.
they were hyped up about Kingdom Hearts 3? It wasn't Kingdom Hearts 3 they were hyped about. It was Final Fantasy 7.
Oh, Star Wars.
Well, it's
Battlefront.
both.
Honestly, I felt that was crap.
You shut your mouth.
A lot of people are upset legitimately because they have changed things in the trailer. They changed the costumes, a lot of the soldiers and stuff, and people start whining.
See, but that's just stupid. I mean, in my opinion, I mean, I'm not, huge on Sony, but obviously they do make good games and they know what they're doing. But
And
it just seems lackluster that, this is E3.
That's true.
This is the big reveal of your big projects. And the biggest thing people are talking about is a remake of a game.
No, actually, I
Well,
would
yeah, but
say
the thing is-
I mean,
But the thing
Kingdom
that
Hearts 3 is a
the
big
Last Guardian was a bigger
Last
announcement
Guardian,
than-
yeah.
See, like I said,
that-
I didn't watch
yeah.
much of the conferences because
Because
you
that's
know,
been in like.
I was
6
working,
years
so I didn't get to
development.
watch any of it live. So you
Yeah.
know, I only watched what if people were hyped up about something, I watched their take on that. And,
Well,
you know, like
one
I didn't hear
Horizon
much.
Zero Dawn.
Well, okay. The one that I heard that was really good that this was before, I guess, the whole thing with Konami and Hideo Kojima was Silent Hills. I heard Silent Hills, and I guess apparently if you go on YouTube, you can watch people do the gameplay footage of it, like the
I
demo.
heard that game got pulled.
The PT.
It
No,
did.
they're making it now.
No. I heard it was canceled. I heard they scrapped the whole thing.
No, yeah, I heard they shut it down.
No,
They
no,
just
they're it's coming back. It's
Well,
gonna be on Xbox One. It's called something else now, though.
Yeah, I mean
just
the one
watched the-
Sony was working on. They just
Yeah,
No,
but
they-
the gameplay
it's
footage of that I
coming
heard
back,
was
though.
amazing.
It's coming back because I just watched a clip on it.
But like I said, I didn't really hear a whole lot about this year's E3. You know, nothing really breaking or anything. I mean, David's the one that
Well,
showed me about Fallout. You know,
Star
but mostly
Wars.
because I only Star Wars didn't look bad.
See, like the one game you were talking about was Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah, Zero Dawn. Yeah.
Essentially, what it is it's like a post-apocalyptic game, which
Right.
you know me, Jimmy.
Yes,
That's my
that's your
my
forte.
gig.
That's your gig.
And it looked impressive. Again, it was, from what I could tell, a cinematic trailer. It didn't look like all gameplay. There might have been some gameplay mixed in. It was like after the world gets destroyed or whatever,
Right,
people
right.
start coming back, and they see all these cities, and the nature takes over the cities and stuff
Yeah.
like that. It had me up until the point where they started showing robotic dinosaurs.
Well, I'm sure they're gonna explain that.
Really, it's not the first game that's done that.
I know, but it's like
For
you
what,
had
for
a
what
great
game?
concept.
And then you just
But
throw
it's,
this
but that's
wild
one
card
that's
out
used
there.
a lot, though, if you think about it.
Yeah, I know,
I
but
think
I
it's
mean,
a good twist on it.
I think what David's getting at is it kind of just breaks the immersion of what's going on.
it's like I would love that concept, but have it be like just people disappeared, and now you're in this wild world where you can live in the city or whatever,
Excuse me.
and you just have to survive. I mean,
Well, I'm sure there's a reason why because you actually you scavenge from the robots,
yeah,
like you have to
I
do.
saw that. It kind of reminded me of
Metal Gear.
no, it was Metal Gear.
I am Solid Snake.
They don't have it on here. Oh, there it is. It was Microsoft's conference. Recore.
Never
Oh,
heard
yeah,
of it.
What game is this?
It's
I'll
called
look it up.
Recore.
No,
Um,
the game that you're talking about.
It's what one? This one or the other one?
No, the one that you're talking about now.
Right now.
Not Recore. The one.
Oh, yeah,
it
yeah,
was
I know about
Horizon
that.
New Dawn. Or
I think
Zero
I've seen
Dawn?
that one. I can't remember.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
Zero Dawn.
Zero Dawn.
Yeah, I remember that.
But Recore it's essentially you're in this futuristic, again, it looks to me post-apocalyptic world.
Yeah.
And the way they did it, it feels right to have all these technological beings around, because it's not primitive cultures, it's actually technologically advanced cultures. And you have, in the trailer, it was a cinematic trailer, it wasn't gameplay, which fucking pisses me off every goddamn time.
Yeah, I know that it's stupid.
It looked like the main character was a female character, and she had a robotic dog type thing.
Ass.
And the dog ended up protecting the owner and killing all these giant monster robot things. And it looks like you can the core of the gameplay is finding cores of robots and converting them to your side. And
Okay.
just it felt the world felt like it worked, whereas with Horizon, it. Oh,
I
Oh,
don't know what happened there.
okay. Hold on.
you've reached your 4-hour limit for this group call.
Ah,
We'll be right back after this
right
commercial
back.
break.
I think IGN said that Battlefront was their game of show or game of whatever you want to call it.
Really?
I think
mean-
so. Pretty sure that was it.
I mean, are you still recording, David?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I know it probably doesn't appeal too much to you, Chris, and David, but what's your opinion, Ace? I mean, when I watched obviously they call it the gameplay footage for Kingdom Hearts 3. You know, I'm a big fan of the series and everything, and I've been looking forward to it for a very long time. Kingdom Hearts 3. I mean, a lot of times the games usually try to put out, if they're going to do a sequel per console, and they skipped a whole console life cycle.
Yeah.
But I mean, it looked cool, but something just didn't seem right to it. I mean, I like the idea of an extreme open world effect, but something didn't feel right about it. I don't know if it's just, I don't know. It seems as long as the game's been going, the way they had everything so brightly colored, it didn't feel, at this point in the story, everything's kind of starting to take the darker side of the turn now.
Yeah, well, I would.
I mean, I gotta take it with a grain of salt that the game's still in development and everything, but
because he's
I don't
got to
know.
be an adult by now.
yeah, I mean, I think between 1 and 2 they made it like 2 years or something like that.
Yeah, because I don't think there was much of a big gap in the
No.
years, so they
No.
wanted to go with that.
Yeah, but I don't
And
know.
now-
I mean, as hyped up, I liked the first trailer they did at last year's E3, where it shows them just running up through a town and a bunch of Heartless chasing them.
Yeah,
That looked better, but actually showing what they considered the gameplay, again, taking it with a grain of salt that the game's still very early in development.
yeah,
It
that was.
visually it didn't
Why?
seem right to me, but I mean, I like how they're trying to make the summons a lot more part of the game, and that's what they were trying to show
Yeah.
in that trailer. And I
Admittedly-
really enjoyed that.
Admittedly, I've never actually used summons a lot in my fights.
Exactly.
I was for just whacking the hell from the
Yeah,
keyblade,
yeah, yep.
and then using certain magic when it called for it.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, if they can make it to where they seem more beneficial to use, that always seemed like a lackluster side effect. Yeah, you have these summons that don't really need them, but they're there.
Yeah, I mean,
But it just seemed like
trust me, I abused the shit out of Dumbo.
yeah. But I don't know. I mean, I haven't played any of the portable ones that's come out since 2. Birth by
Yeah.
Sleep or 360
Yeah,
Days.
nearby.
I mean, and that's what I'm concerned about because my brother had a PlayStation 2, so that's how I was able to play it, and I might consider picking up a used PS4 to play Kingdom Hearts 3 when it comes out. But my biggest concern with it is
first just the PC.
between 1 and 2, and I did play the one portable that was between 1 and 2. Chain of Memories. I'm because there's been like 4 or 5 different side
So, yeah,
ones,
the-
but between 2 and 3, and
Yeah,
I'm just super afraid that I'm missing so much of the story now.
yeah,
That's my
You know.
biggest gripe is, when I first, and I'm sure a lot of people are this way, when I first seen Kingdom Hearts, I'm like, yeah, Square Enix, cool, yeah, Disney, what the hell? But
Yeah.
then, like a lot of things, once I tried playing, I'm like, this is actually quite badass.
I didn't
So-
let that stop me.
No, there's some people that don't play. I mean, but it was like, I didn't hate it, but at the time it just didn't appeal to me at the time. So,
Yeah.
I'm like, and then my brother got it. He got it. It was part of the Greatest Hits collection for PS2, and he got it for like $20, and it's like, this is actually really good. It's really
Yeah.
fun. The story was great, and they did good with characters. Even with the Disney ones, they brought the stories from the actual Disney characters and implemented them with the story of Kingdom Hearts, and it did a really good job with it.
Yeah,
Well, that's kind of like when they did, Super Mario RPG. It's kind of like the same thing.
Yep,
where
I
they-
agree. And as much as I liked the Paper Mario series when they went with it, I miss what they had with,
Yeah.
Mario RPG from the Super Nintendo. Obviously,
Oh yeah.
Square being douches and everything. And
Yeah,
they
well,
do
you
anything
know.
about it. Give us Geno, goddammit!
Yeah. Well, I always loved it. I mean, the second one, it started being kind of
Yeah,
shitty
Jason?
because they wanted
Did
to.
you? Hey,
There we go.
You're
I
back.
think he's on his phone,
hold on,
though.
hold on. I'm not in the actual. It's not actually coming to my Skype on my computer.
That's weird.
It went to my phone, but it didn't ring on my computer.
Log out
Log
on
out
your phone.
Yeah, log out on your phone.
It shouldn't matter if it.
Well, try that.
It doesn't matter, but all right, hold on.
Or you can just on your computer
Just click join
jump
call.
into the join call
But it's not even showing up on my computer either.
under recent conversations.
No, it's not even showing up there.
It should be.
Well, I clicked that one and it.
Maybe restart Skype or something.
Yeah, because I clicked that one and you guys, I'm not even hearing your guys' voices.
Weird.
That must be the old one, maybe.
Yeah, it is old, but it's not even showing me. Hold on, let me.
Lakey as shit.
But as far as other things, I mean, I heard Nintendo had a video release for Star Fox. I haven't seen it yet, but I heard good things. These,
Oh,
guys,
yeah.
these guys were telling me about the chicken walker.
It
Yeah.
looks exactly like all
Nice.
of the concepts
Like
in
that.
Star Fox 2.
Yeah,
were
as soon as David here
remodeled.
mentioned about the chicken walker, I immediately remembered, the unreleased. It was like 98% done, aside from a few minor bugs and lacking of an official menu screen. Star Fox 2 for the Super Nintendo was pretty much set to release, but
Sorry,
was
Sam.
shelved because
Oh.
they were, not wanting to release a new game so late in the
Yeah. and
Super
cons-
Nintendo's
Yeah.
life cycle, and they wanted to push all that towards the 64. What saddened me is the complete difference between if they wanted to take those concepts and apply them to the 64 version, but they didn't do it. They basically reskinned and re-released the first Star Fox. Push your way through the Lilat system, and from what I still haven't seen the trailer or the video release of Star Fox for the Wii U, but everything that these guys were telling me about immediately reminded me of the concept shown in Star Fox 2, with a full 3D effect, with an R-Wing that can morph into a walker mech and stuff like that. As soon as you said chicken walker, I immediately pulled up the video, like, is this it? And they're like, holy crap.
Yeah.
And it's hard to say what I felt about Star Fox 2 because it seemed like a really good concept, but I mean, in hindsight, looking at it now, it's a game that's like 15
Okay,
years,
I don't know what the
15
fuck
years
happened.
old.
That was fucking random. I don't know what the fuck
But I
happened.
mean, apparently it was supposed to, if the cartridge was supposed to have the new upgraded Super FX chip, and which
What are you talking about?
Star Fox.
Star Fox.
I missed it because my computer's stupid.
yes, and I don't know. I still think that even late in the
Super
games,
roll.
the Super Nintendo's life cycle, that game still would have done really well. I personally haven't played it yet because you have to. It's just downloading a ROM, which is illegal. But
Let's stop you.
Not it's
We
a
don't
gray
condone it.
area.
Yeah,
It
we
is.
don't condone it.
I mean, considering
if
the
you
game was
own the
never
cartridge.
released. Yeah, considering the game was never released, no one owns the cartridge.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So,
Nintendo owns it.
I own a cartridge. I can
Now-
write that on there.
I'll buy it from
That
you.
does. I know it's a little bit off topic, but did you see today? Someone found the prototype of the Sony Nintendo console.
Yep.
Really?
What?
Yep.
I've seen it. It's like a hybrid of the PS1 and Super Nintendo. It was back when Nintendo and Sony were actually friends.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it goes right on top of it.
It was supposed to be the
Right.
SNES disc reader, kind of like how the Sega Genesis
so-
had the 32X.
It wasn't an actual console. It was just like an
A giant adapter to the Famicom.
adapter. Okay.
Yeah.
But
It looked really cool.
it did
I
look
wonder
pretty
how
cool.
much that went for.
I forgot how they found it.
I mean, I've seen it. I can't really say too much of its legitimacy.
yeah.
Because people can mock up consoles all the time. I mean, shoot, I'm staring at a Retron 3, which emulates the SNES, NES, and Sega games off of one thing.
I was tempted to get the what was it, Retron
I think the Retron 7 or
or
something.
9
It's
or
like,
something like that.
It's like
That-
all the games.
I was tempted, but it just didn't pan out money-wise for it.
Yeah.
Um,
You want to go back to E3?
yeah.
Well,
yeah,
we're
that's-
still talking about that.
talking about, like,
it
oh,
segued
yeah.
off of Star Fox. I was talking about. Like I said, I haven't seen, because nobody's mentioned anything about it to me. But like, I haven't heard anything big coming from Nintendo aside from.
Yeah.
You know, Sony had a couple of good things.
Yeah.
Sony's
That's
biggest
the-
ones I heard of was for Kingdom Hearts 3 and oh god, what's that other game?
Okay.
So Last Guardian.
Last Guardian.
Yeah, Last Guardian.
Final
Shenmue.
Fantasy.
Yeah, and the Final
Shenmue.
Fantasy remake. And it's like
honest as
I thought they had a
far-
good
I didn't hear much from Microsoft at all. I mean, they kind of really forced
Well-
the HoloLens kind of deal. A little
Yeah.
bit.
Well, here's the thing about Microsoft is when they're the only ones that still, I believe, are contracted with Spike to show their E3 on TV. You can go back and watch it,
I don't know. I watched them all through IGN.
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I mean, here's the rundown from the big three of their games. So, Microsoft had Halo 5, Guardians,
God.
Report.
Another Halo game.
They did a Fallout 4 presentation.
They're really riding that horse pretty hard.
They did Plants vs Zombies, Garden Warfare 2.
Yes.
Forza
Oh my God.
Motorsport 6.
Gears of War 4.
They did Dark Souls 3.
Yeah.
They
They
did
did.
The Division, which I'm actually interested in that.
It does look pretty
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
really
I remember
fun.
you showing me a trailer for that.
They did,
But that's going to be for the PC
Yeah,
and
it's gonna be
all the
for
other stuff
PC,
too.
yeah.
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 They did Rainbow Six Siege, which I'm not a big Rainbow Six fan, but
Yeah.
Siege looks interesting. They
The
did
co-op, yeah, or the
Gears of War.
multiplayer element looks cool.
Rise of the Tomb Raider. They did Rare Replay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
going to be all the rare games on one thing.
Yeah, all of the older Rare
Except for
games.
Donkey Kong.
Yeah, well, that's not a Rare game. That was just Rare developed.
Yeah, well.
Damn, I
People
wanted to
still
play
would've
Diddy
loved
Kong
it.
Racing.
They have Sea of Thieves, which I have no idea what that is. I don't even remember seeing that one.
Yeah.
And then Gears of War 4. From Sony's rundown is they had The Last Guardian, Star Wars Battlefront, Horizon Zero Dawn, Disney Infinity, Hitman, Shenmue 3, Firewatch.
Oh yeah, Hitman. Yeah.
Firewatch, they didn't really discuss
That
a
one
lot of it.
freaking amazing. That one looks freaking awesome. The one
It
where about the
does.
tower.
Yeah, where you're like a forest ranger or something.
Yeah, that looks freaking awesome.
And you get cut off from any sort of communication aside from another forest ranger, and
Huh.
and it
Wow.
ends with
the trailer looks awesome.
the trailer
That
is
is-
good.
Like
That
the
is
trailer-
surprisingly a different new idea.
Yeah, it ends with you going to investigate why you don't have communications, and then you're talking to the other person over radio, and she's like, "Wait, so you're not at your tower?" And he's like, "No, I'm here checking on these lines," and they've been cut. And then she's like, "Well, who's in your tower? Because there's somebody in your tower."
Then it cuts off.
And then it cuts off right there. I mean,
Yeah.
as far
Dun,
as
dun, dun.
it has like a cell shaded graphics look to it, so it's probably
That-
running on an older technology, but it
But-
looks good.
That's
and-
actually
After the Wind Waker, I'll never doubt
multi-platform.
playing a cell-shaded game.
That one's probably multi-platform, but
that is it's PC, Mac, Linux, and PS4.
okay. But I mean, it's something that really hasn't been done before, and
Yeah.
Like it's
It's new. It's something new.
Yeah,
New IP.
new IP and everything. Yeah, okay, and then so they have obviously Final Fantasy VII HD remake, Uncharted 4, Assassin's Creed Syndicate, and then Call
Yeah.
of Duty Black Ops 3.
Jesus.
I heard they're coming out with The Last of Us 2 now, actually.
The
just
Last
heard
of
something.
Us.
okay.
Two.
Okay, Last
That was a
of Us.
zombie
Okay.
game.
Yep,
I was-
Naughty Dog.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie.
Yes.
Watching the what is it? Whoa. Watching the trailer for Black Ops 3 actually. I'm not one for Call of Duty games either. Kind of like there's one every year. Seriously, it's
Yeah,
like next year. It's gonna be what, Black Ops 4.
No.
But like watching them actually
No,
playing
you're forgetting
It skips
Black
Treyarch.
Ops
Switch-
3 Zombies.
No, that's
They
part
do
of the
the
thing.
Modern
yeah.
Warfare 4.
They
whatever.
switch
That'd
around
be
the
mine.
storylines.
Yeah.
but like honestly, watching the play footage the play footage for that, it actually looked pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, they've been milking that cash cow for a long time.
Here's the
Everybody
thing.
loves first-person shooters.
But you're talking about like the same thing with Xbox and fucking Gears of War, or not
Same
Gears
thing.
of War,
Same
Halo.
principle. Yep.
Well,
They-
here's the thing.
like-
They all have their own flagships, if you would.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
do.
and honestly, they're all good games. It's more about the culture around the game that
Exactly.
I despise. From a gameplay aspect, it's a really good, fun multiplayer game. I mean, I get my ass handed to me
as long as
every
you mute the
fucking
12-year-olds.
time, but it's not a very, for lack of a better word, grown-up community that surrounds it.
Yeah.
No.
A lot of
Okay,
people
hold
act
on.
immature about it.
When the Halo was on the PC, it did have a grown-up community
It
because
did.
PC users, not all dicks. So-
No matter what online game you play, you're gonna find the dicks.
You're
Yeah,
going to find them, but
ban the fuck out of them.
but it's a smaller amount when you
That's
get
what
to
your
the
PC
mom
for
said.
the
For the most part.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of go straight off of topic. Because this is gonna kind of we're gonna have an argument about this, about like the people who hear this podcast. They're gonna argue this for whatever. I
You're
hate
gonna
the
get
people.
argument no matter
Yeah,
what.
I know. Anyway, yeah, I hate the people that say snipers are campers. No, snipers are not campers. If you actually look into the military background of a sniper, it is their job to sit in one position for days at a time,
Well,
shoot a target.
as David would say, that's a gray area. If you're gonna sit there, if you find a spot and sit there with your actual sniper rifle,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They do. That's what I'm saying.
and let me finish though.
Okay,
If you find a good spot on the map and sit there with your sniper rifle and snipe people, that's being a sniper. If you play the game enough to know common spawn places on the map and you just sit there maybe 5 meters, what the game would call, away from where people will pop up with your shotgun pointed right to where their head is, and every time you see somebody pop up, you pull the trigger, that's camping.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you're actually there with your sniper rifle, not gonna go 360 no scope it and blare it to the world and your mama about it. Yeah, exactly. There's a huge difference. But if you're gonna sit there with your minigun or your frickin' shotgun, pump action shotgun or whatever, with all your prestige perks, and just sit there and blast people's faces off the second they pop in the map, that's camping.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
I mean, I
there's
don't-
people out there that do sit there with their sniper rifle in one spot,
Yep.
and they are called campers, and it pisses me
No,
off because it's like, dude, they're
that is-
not campers.
Nope.
They're snipers, and if they like sniping and they're really good at it, does not make them a camper. It's just you being a sore loser because you had a kill streak,
Exactly.
and he got
That's-
and he got you.
As David would say about it not being a mature community, is there's a lot of sore losers out there. It's a first-person shooter that usually has 10 to 20 people on a map. And if you last longer than 30 seconds without getting pegged, you're good. You play those games and you expect to get shot. Because that's what everyone else on the map is trying to do to you. You're either going to
Yeah.
get fragged by a grenade, the rocket launcher up the ass, or whatever. But you got to take the wins with the losses. You're not going to go on a 100 kill spree without taking a single shot to yourself. Some
They'd
people
probably
do.
have something.
Some
yeah.
people do, but
Yeah.
that's called skill. Unless you got third-party programs in the background going on, and that's called cheating.
Yeah.
Dun dun dun.
Okay.
Okay. So, the big games from Nintendo. If you
You
Nintendo.
say that? Oh, the level creator.
Well, here's the thing.
That's what I
Every
heard.
E3, I expect the most out of Nintendo because they're like the wild card. They'll do things the other companies will not.
They
fucking
didn't have
do.
anything that really
that's
impressed me.
that's the thing that disappointed me.
No,
Like,
That's
Zelda?
because
I don't
they
think
told us right off the bat they're not going to have anything good.
they
Yeah, but a lot of times they'll say that to kind of throw you off, and all of a sudden, bam! Right there it is.
Well, that's what the Star Fox was.
but see
That's
Exactly.
what
That was more
Fallout
like-
was.
they
Here it is.
they spoiled that before. I mean, if they had held that in there, before.
I mean, they've already been
When-
kind of
when
teasing
did
about that
they-
before. I mean, there was another
Yeah.
video they did where it showed Miyamoto playing, like testing
It
out a
was-
game, and they kind of blurted out, but it was so obviously Star
Zelda.
Fox.
It was a Zelda video.
yeah,
So-
they're released for the open world effect for the Zelda video.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
And
then
they didn't
that's-
even really show much for that either, did they?
They said they weren't
No,
going
they didn't
to.
show
They
Zelda.
said that's not even going to come up this year, like they said. And they said, well, we're not.
I
Gonna
mean,
show
I'm
that
I'm okay
either.
with that. At least they're being front about it, you know.
Yeah, but that was the problem. That was the thing that people wanted to see.
Well,
yeah.
it's better than lying to the people. They've even said, like, we got nothing. We're working on the game. That's plain and simple. I mean, like
But
you
it's
say,
like- but honestly,
I mean,
like,
how long were people hyped up about Kingdom Hearts? Sorry to segue back into Sony, but how long were people hyped up about Kingdom Hearts 3, and then it took them, like, what, 5 years for them to finally show the little trailer at last year's E3 that's, like, 5 seconds long, and at the very end of it all it says, now in development. And then next
Well,
year, this E3,
see-
they show this trailer, and again, it still just says, now in development.
The thing with Sony or with Square Enix is they'll have 15 games, quote unquote, in development, and
Yeah, but
it's
have to
like
you have
pop
to
out
understand
the
how
ones they
big
have.
Kingdom Hearts is, from most of
Well-
their other games. I mean, their biggest games going right now has got to be, Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts, or at least popularity-wise.
Well, they had to get out the Final Fantasy 13 games first.
Uh-huh. Well,
Because now that's when now
Well, there's
they
a
can
14
ship it.
one now, right?
14's an MMO,
yeah,
Oh.
they're going back to the MMO.
but they had to get the stuff out of the way, and they'll take their workers and start throwing them into that project.
throw the resources elsewhere, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
See,
That makes
I
sense,
think
but it just seems,
they bite off more than they can chew.
I believe that.
They like,
Yeah.
we
but
have
they
this,
do deliver,
it's debatable.
They promised
I was
that
I
we
was
can
about
disappointed.
to say,
Me
they
and
say
you have had this conversation before,
I don't
David, where
know.
it seems like I find myself liking a lot of the older games, not for their graphics, but because of the effort that they put into not just developing the game, but developing the story, developing the characters. Nowadays, it seems like everybody tries so hard to make this game seem awesome, beautiful scenery graphics, watching the boobs jiggle in such a special way or whatever. But it lacks substance with the storyline.
you know
it-
what this reminds me of?
I haven't
It
played it
reminds me of today's music.
pretty much, yeah.
They have like 9 producers, whatever, or 9 writers write a song for the singer, and it's the same lyrics over and over. Whereas you go back to like songs from like the 90s or the 80s, and they had like one songwriter.
Yeah.
Or they
Well,
wrote
you
it
can't
Or
go
they
to the
were-
80s.
yeah.
The 80s made up fucking words.
Yeah, there's that too. Yeah. But no, I do get what Jimmy's saying. It's like, yeah, they like nowadays games they're more about graphics, and
Yeah.
some have the great storyline, like Batman. I heard Batman Arkham Knight.
I haven't,
Oh,
I
you
haven't
haven't.
played it yet, but
I haven't played it. I haven't played it yet either.
I've been
but I
watching
heard
I've been watching a
phenomenal.
YouTuber. I
It's-
won't say his name. David probably knows, but he's been playing it, and I have never been so absorbed into a game story-wise. I mean, I won't say anything because I'm sure Jason, you're gonna want to play it eventually too if you haven't been. Because I know you.
No, I've been
I do
playing
too.
because I've actually fell behind. I'm actually people are probably gonna shun me.
If
for
people
this.
don't know,
I've actually-
Jason is the hardcore Sony
Shut.
fanboy of this group here.
I-
Maybe we can even get David to throw a picture of that Jason had when he got his PS4. He buckled it in his chair. It was fastened in a seatbelt.
I want to do more. I'm still gonna do more. I'm gonna have some more pictures. I'm actually gonna have like I'm gonna do like
Essentially,
If I had the money, I would
Pretty
get a
soon he's gonna
PS4,
have a picture of him
honestly.
shoving his dick in the
so would
USB
I.
port.
I mean,
But-
Yeah, because I mean,
gaming's
honestly, they
gaming.
have a lot of
But-
Yeah.
games that
But,
exclusive.
But I've been watching him play it, and the storyline is so good. I mean, I've heard that, all the Arkham games, Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and now this Arkham Knight, all of the stories actually tie together. It's part of a big
Missed
trilogy, and,
Yeah.
and I kind of regret not watching, a Let's Play or something like that of the other ones, because, I mean, I don't have a PS4, or I haven't bought the game on the computer yet, but The gameplay is awesome. The combat system is great, but the storyline is so awesome. I've never been much of a Batman, fan or anything, and it's the story. I'm compelled to always looking forward to watching this guy's episode each day because the story is just getting better and better, and it's like. Just like I think it was like 2 days ago, he aired an episode, and you start thinking you're making sense of the story, and then all of a sudden, it just takes a quick turn, and it throws everything you thought the story was gonna be right out the window, and now you're just that much more compelled to continue playing the game to figure out what's going on now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But did you hear about the whole PC thing?
Yeah, I heard it. It got pulled off Steam
Made it
because it was a
hell, yeah.
horrible port. And the
Yeah.
guy I'm watching, he's actually playing it on PC, and apparently it's something with the way the Batmobile works. It's very massive frame spikes when the
They pulled
Batmobile
it
is in the
from
game.
Steam?
There's
Yeah.
like glitch. Yeah, they had to
Yeah,
pull,
they
they had to
pulled
pull
it.
Steam and some other copies.
Yep.
I guess
Wow.
basically what Kontaki or whatever that
Kotaku?
website, Kotaku, sorry. They had a article about it where I guess some of the game testers kind of spilled the beans, saying that they knew about it for months, and in fact,
They were trying so
Well,
hard to rush the release.
See, here's the
Right.
thing.
Right.
Here's the thing.
well, they were focusing on the consoles more than the PC,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it
They were
hurt it.
what I'm saying, they were trying to force the issue to get the game out there because there was a lot of PC users like me. I'm not a console gamer anymore as I used to be, so if I can get it on the PC, it's great.
Right.
Here's
But-
the thing with I've seen interviews and stuff from people who do game testing, and it's like they'll test it. It's not on them. They'll see that they have these errors
Yeah.
and issues here, and they'll send it up. They're doing their job, but once their reports go up to their head person, it's beyond their hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
But I mean, it doesn't seem. I mean, from the footage of the guy I'm watching, it doesn't seem that bad. I mean, every once in a while it does have a pretty decent lag spike, but it isn't what I would consider game breaking. Something that they couldn't put a hot patch out for.
it's not-
No,
like
they
he has a shitty computer.
couldn't. They couldn't because there's like major game breaking stuff happening.
But
Oh, I guess it would have to be something known that you
Well-
could exploit because like I say, I've been watching him play it for a couple of weeks now. He loves the game so much he airs 2 episodes a day. So it's like, if
yeah.
that don't tell you,
See, yeah. But I don't know. Like the thing is, like I said, I'm playing it. I say I'm probably gonna get shit for it. Is I had the game and got it for Christmas. I'm just now starting to play it. I'm playing Arkham Origins. It's the prequel to Arkham Asylum, which leads into Arkham City, and obviously Arkham Knight's the last one.
Yep.
But
But that
I'm
one wasn't
playing-
made by Rocksteady.
yeah.
That one's made
No,
by Rockstar.
it's not from Rock. No, it's not
not
from
Rockstar?
Rocksteady. Rocksteady. No.
Rocksteady.
No, the first 2 were, and then it was made by a different company.
Oh,
I can't remember. Yeah, it's not Rocksteady. That's
Yeah.
why they came back for the 3rd one,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
or their 3rd one.
That's just something to tie people over.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm playing the Origins. It's not bad. I like it. I liked Arkham Asylum, and Arkham City was awesome.
Yeah,
but
I mean, like I said, I've never really seen much of the gameplay for the other ones, but if they are anything like what Arkham Knight is, I really missed out on not playing those games because they look great.
well, it's hard to say now because it's like since this one's come out, it's like it's gonna be better than the
yeah, but I mean,
predecessors.
as long as like the combat system is somewhat similar, it's really nice. I mean, a couple of
Yeah.
times the camera angle gets a little wonky or anything, but it's
Well, what game hasn't had that?
yeah, exactly. I mean, there's
Drake and the 99 Dragons.
actually, honestly, out of all the games I've ever played that had controllable camera angles, probably Mario Sunshine is the only one that really had a really good camera system. It was great,
I got stuck in a few places.
but it's easy to get it out of it.
Yeah.
You had full control of it with the C stick.
Come on, camera. Come closer.
Work for me.
Come here.
Don't do that.
going back to E3.
Jason.
Yeah.
Nintendo's rundown was Star Fox Zero, Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes, Metroid Prime Federation Force, Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer,
Oh my
Animal
God.
Crossing Amiibo Festival,
Oh God.
Super Mario Maker, an Amiibo announcement, Mario and Luigi Paper Jam, and then Mario Tennis Ultra Smash. not a whole lot of stuff going on there.
See,
No.
I think
That's
what let me
working.
down the most about Nintendo's E3 is they're pushing. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a cool concept, but this amiibo thing, it's
You know the collector in me.
yeah.
But you know
And
what?
you're gonna
what
be
it sounds
broke.
like they're trying
I'm
to do.
done with it. Like, when they were first showing them off, I was like, oh yeah, I want to get them all. Those look awesome. I want to have a collection of them all, and I want to put them on display and everything like that. But
Make sure your dog don't eat them.
now I'm looking at them, I'm like, what's the fucking point?
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
no way I'm ever going to collect them all.
And it's like
Yeah.
and they make so many different ones, so it's not like, okay, I got Toon Link here and whatever. Now, okay, now there's this other Toon Link one. What's the point?
Well, gee, you know what that sounds like? It sounds like something with my collection that I do with the pop
Vinyls.
vinyl Funko
Well,
pop vinyl.
but that's a different thing. Those are collectibles.
No, I'm
Nintendo's
saying no, but no,
Whoa.
they're collectibles. But
Whoa.
Funko does the same thing. They make one, and then they'll make variations of the same one, but doing different things. Like Walking Dead pop vinyl, they have so many like of one character from. It's just like I can't collect these. It's like, dude, I would have nowhere to put them. So I only collect the ones that I really like. Like, David
But
would
that's
probably do
the
the
thing
same thing
is
with
stuff like
Amiibo.
that is strictly collectibles, whether it's justifiable of whether it's
Yeah.
worth collecting or not. But what I'm saying is Nintendo's been running with this as like sort of almost like their flagship kind of deal. They almost every game's going to use them, and
I think
now
it's
they
just
now
a
they got the
hoax.
Skylander stuff, which is going to implement or not Skylander, but
yeah, Skylander.
yeah. So now they got these new these newer amiibos that can switch between Skylander mode and amiibo mode, and it's like. It seems like that's all they're running with right now, and it's
That
Well,
kind of,
it's a gimmick.
that kind of makes me interested in if the Nintendo ones, if you buy it and you don't have a Nintendo console, can you still use it as in amiibo mode, or not amiibo mode, but Skylander mode on a
Well, yeah,
console?
didn't you see the new amiibos for the Skylanders?
Yeah, I saw
It,
those.
it has the base
Yeah.
of it. It switches around between amiibo and Skylander mode.
Yeah, I know, but is that Skylander figure tied to Nintendo only console, or can you say if you had a PS4, you had the Skylanders game?
I would think
could
it
you
would
use
be-
the
Oh, I see what you're saying.
that on
Like they're
PS4?
platform
compatible with
aspect.
other systems. Like they're kind of like
No, I think they'd be
multi-platform.
specific Nintendo characters.
I
Like,
mean,
so
I
far
would-
they've released the Magma
sure.
Bowser and the Supercharged Donkey Kong.
Yeah,
I get no, because I think if they're amiibos and they're switchable between the Skylanders, I would think they would only be Nintendo based.
I mean, I
Characters.
would assume they would go that route, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Nintendo's not known to play nice with other
No.
companies. When it
Hey
comes
David,
to
you know what you
their
did forget though?
stuff.
That's their
Or no,
fun.
never mind.
What's that?
Well, going along with the whole E3 announcement, like I know, like are you gonna like tell them about Square Enix's? I'm pretty sure everybody knows what Square Enix's are.
That's the only one that I have not yet seen.
Their list of their big games, I guess, was Star Ocean,
Yeah.
Integrity,
I'm
and,
looking forward to that.
I've
and there's,
I've
like,
always
the
liked
Rise
a
of
good
the
Star
Tomb
Ocean
Raider
game.
for Final Fantasy. The
That was
HD remake.
Square
You know,
Enix. Well,
No, I mean,
No. So
I
it's like it's
like the last
World
one I
of,
played was
the
developed by
world of
Tri-Ace,
Final
not
Fantasy
Square.
yeah.
pretty.
They start working together.
Okay.
I think the world of Final Fantasy was the one where they were like the kind of like the mini characters. I think was it that one or was that what was that one?
No,
I think
no,
I've
it,
read
it
on
has
the-
like the
the
transformable characters where you go from like
World of
chibi,
Final Fantasy.
yeah, World
Yeah,
of Final Fantasy.
yeah. That's
You could
it,
transform between like human form and chibi form, and you
Yeah,
interact
that
with
looked
creatures.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was kind of
See,
weird. I was
that's
like, what the
that's
fuck?
one of the first few Final Fantasy games that interests me because it introduces a new mechanic that really hasn't been used before or seen before, and I think that's
I don't know that one.
it. Yeah,
I've
it didn't have it wasn't talked about much.
No, it just had a short trailer, and then they kind of spun off into.
What's a
Yeah.
link or something?
It's on the main link that I sent you
Which one?
at the very beginning.
Ouch. Damn it, I keep kicking the camera stand.
But aside from games that I saw interesting, there were two really interesting things that I've seen this E3. Of course, the HoloLens, which is frickin' phenomenal for education and stuff. But PlayStation, Sony came out and they have this new thing they're coming out with. They came out with in a few cities called PlayStation View. And what that is it's a TV service where it's a la carte channels. You pick what channels you want to pay for, and you pay for those channels alone, and you get TV from them, TV service through PlayStation, which I think is it's a
This is
odd.
honestly the way the cable and satellite companies should be all the time. You
Yeah.
should have to
They
buy
used to
these
be.
gigantic,
They used to
gigantic
be.
packages.
Yeah, and it's an odd way direction for Sony to go, but I mean they have the connections for that.
Yeah.
But I mean, completely unrelated to gaming, it's something that I've always wanted. It's the reason
Oh,
why
yeah.
I don't pay, don't want cable is because
Cable,
I don't
yeah.
want to pay
Exactly.
$100 for
Well, my
Yeah.
parents,
90% of the channels I would never watch.
my parents have basic. They just have local broadcasting and a couple of other, spin-off channels, and internet, and they pay $119 a month for it. And it's like, that's ridiculous. And they just actually started losing channels because they were starting to make them part of their expanded basic package. So it's like,
Yeah.
it's already bad enough that they got rid of, I purposely bought my TV/monitor because it had a digital tuner built into it, so I could receive. They were getting rid of the old, analog
The
broadcasting,
analog, yeah.
broadcasting, and switching to digital broadcasting, and TVs will be made to receive that. And then, it seemed like less than a year later, they stopped broadcasting that altogether. So it's like, well, this high finagled technology I got in my TV is completely worthless because now I have to buy this box, and they get you in all them leasing
See,
fees and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, that's one of the
Thank you,
for an,
Hulu.
for an E3.
That's
For
sponsored.
E3, there's not a
Yeah.
whole lot of stuff going on.
Exactly. A lot of times,
Yeah.
I always look
don't
forward to.
know.
I always
Sometimes
look
E3
forward-
does that.
They said this was more exciting than last year, from what a lot of people said there.
I mean,
Maybe
I know it's
stuff
still
are not
early because
actually being
everybody's
there.
still. I mean, what the PS4 is only 2 years old, 2 or 3 years old now, and I always liked E3 because it was always nice to see when they revealed the next big thing or announced that they're working on the next big thing.
You're
But it
gonna
seems
see less
aside-
and less of that.
Aside from
Yeah.
HoloLens, they haven't really talked about much for their hardware-wise. It's
Yeah.
a game.
I mean, Sony
There
did
was,
talk about Project Morpheus,
Oh, yeah.
which is essentially Oculus Rift, but with the Sony label slapped on it.
I
Yeah.
mean,
I'm not into all that stuff. Like, I don't see that going very far for gaming because it just seems too gimmicky to me.
Yeah.
it is. It is. Oculus Rift has always been kind of just a gimmick. I mean,
From a technological standpoint, it's
awesome.
fucking phenomenal.
oh yeah, it's cool that the technology is there, but it might be too soon trying to apply it to this kind of stuff.
It's the way that they just gotta handle it properly. Get it out there. Don't just let it die.
Exactly. But don't try to force it either.
Yeah.
That's kind of
Microsoft.
How long do they actually have a consumer product out on the market
It's
yet?
coming
for
out
Oculus
soon.
Rift?
Yeah, no, it's not
It's a
that
soon thing.
I've
I
been
think it's coming
hearing
out soon.
for
You mean
years.
if you don't mind getting a
Oculus
developer's
Rift.
kit?
Didn't,
The
like-
developer's kit, you can fucking go ahead.
Well, yeah, I mean,
But there's no
Didn't Facebook
consumer
buy
model.
Oculus Rift or
yeah,
something?
Yeah.
Facebook.
So it's
No,
not even
there's-
owned by any big type of development company.
No.
It's just owned by a social media.
Which I think honestly is the better way of doing it. I might get flack for that, but I mean,
Yeah,
if you're
Well, that's
backed
everybody's entitled to
by
their opinion.
A company whose stocks have been falling constantly.
is that what's been happening for Facebook?
Yeah.
It's
Oh, okay.
not been
No,
great.
it's- I was thinking more along the lines of, okay, so Microsoft has their HoloLens, Sony has their Project Morpheus. They're all kind of like gated communities for that. There
Yeah.
isn't really an open platform, and that's what I think where that niche is going to be fulfilled by Oculus Rift because they're not being tied down.
I don't know. I mean, Microsoft, they might go with their PC users, bring them along with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see
As long
that,
as they keep the community involved, it could expand.
Yeah.
quite rapidly too.
That's the thing they need to do is...
I mean, look
get
what's
the
happened to
PC
Minecraft
community.
since its official release is 1.0. I mean, it's been exploding as far as like development goes. I think just recently they tweeted out that they've just sold their 20 millionth copy.
Yep.
That's just the PC.
Well, it helps
PC or Mac.
Like, it is the community that helps push it.
Yep.
And that they are still developing for them.
Yeah. And the fact that they're actively developing. I mean, it's been almost a year since their last big update, but they're always trying to add stuff, change stuff to make it more appealing to the gamer without making a game seem completely different.
Yeah.
And I really like that. It's probably why Minecraft's still one of my favorite games.
More blocks.
More blocks, yes. More building blocks.
All right.
Oh, have you guys seen the trailer? I sent you guys a trailer for Lego World, I think.
Yeah,
Dude, it looks fun. It looks
That
fun.
actually looked really badass. I was actually interested in it.
Not a fan
I mean-
of it, Ace.
I mean, back in the day before Minecraft, I played in Lego MMO, and I liked it, but
The thing is,
It's-
like, I don't see it taking root
it's
as much as Minecraft has. I think they they kind of missed their mark with that one.
So I'm pretty sure
waited
they
too
are
long.
targeting children.
Yeah,
That's gonna be the biggest problem going for it. Children don't got money. We do.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
but-
I thought it looked really cool.
children have parents. Parents
Yeah.
have money.
Fuck them.
Probably more than appreciate.
That's how children come about. So yeah, but
Fucking them.
See, children have
not
parents.
children.
Children have
fucking
parents.
parents.
Parents have credit cards. So children get parents' credit cards. But
Yeah, well,
I mean, it looks cool and all, but,
Yeah, but-
it just seems like, because of how successful Minecraft's been, it just kind of seems like their attempt to kind of cash in on that. You know?
Yeah, but there's I don't know, because there's like a ton of different like vehicles you can create. I don't know.
Obviously,
I
if
think
it, obviously, you haven't played many of the mods for Minecraft.
Well,
I mean, it's nothing
I think-
official, but
I think
Yeah.
where they're going to hit their stride with the Lego one is not going to be on PC. They've missed their mark for the
Yeah.
PC audience.
as console gamer, yeah,
For a console, I think it'll be good because
kids.
I mean, well, kids obviously, but they also have like Chris said, you're going to have these vehicles and all this other stuff that Minecraft does not have without mods.
yeah.
I mean, mods can be done on console, but it's
A lot more, yeah.
a little bit more complex than putting in a disc and hitting play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, have you guys heard
Yeah.
anything about Until Dawn? I sent a link for that. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think it was
I've
at
heard
E3.
of Grim Dawn, but no.
Think of like it's a story-driven game.
So
And
like
there's
Attention.
Heavy
8
Rain.
characters. Yeah, kind of like Heavy Rain.
Oh yeah, no, okay.
Your character-
yeah, they did.
Any one of them
did
can die.
Sort
And what's
of.
yeah.
They did so. I thought they showed it a little bit in one of the E3 presentations, like a small. Here's a little teaser trailer type thing, but they didn't talk about it.
No, they didn't talk a lot about it, but it's 8 characters, but each one has the potential to die, and once they die, they don't come back. The story just continues on. It's kind of like a telltale game, kind of.
Okay.
Just really, yeah, story driven, and it's a horror. It has a horror theme to it as well.
Yeah, it drops me off from wanting to play it.
Yeah, I'm not big into the horror.
Yeah,
games,
same here.
honestly. Like, I mean,
Horror games are
I like
awesome.
I like a compelling story that gets me on the edge of my seat, but I don't want one that's going to make me fall out of it.
I think
Yeah.
the last
If
horror.
anything, it's gonna be something I see on YouTube, and that's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
More or less just to watch somebody else get freaked out by it.
The last quote-unquote horror game that I've played was Sanity's Requiem
Oh
Awesome
my
game.
gosh.
for the GameCube. I mean, I wouldn't
That's an
even
awesome
call
game.
that a horror game. That's more of a survival, if anything.
I don't know.
That
I
was an
liked.
awesome game.
I think Dead Space was one of my favorite horror games.
Never played it.
Me neither.
1 and 2.
It's all right.
Either.
That did
I-
look pretty crazy.
Like I said, horror's not my forte.
Yeah.
So
I don't mind.
I guess any closing thoughts? Because we're
there's,
running
like-
on like an hour and a half at this point.
Yeah.
Hell Fun Umbra. It looks awesome. They're making it on the CryEngine. It's going to be
No
totally
one else looks pretty
modifiable by
Yeah, I
any
did.
of the community.
Okay, yeah, that did. I did see that.
They have
that looked
like
interesting.
customizational like dungeons. They have because I've been watching it for a while now. They have they're using like new proprietary stuff like the Catheria AI, which basically any terrain that you alter, say like if you knock down a pillar, it'll fall down and block the enemies, and it does it in real time, or like trees, you can cut down entire trees and they'll fall down, and it's incorporated
AI
into
has
the
to
gameplay.
adapt.
Right, and the AI figures out how to get around it.
That's cool.
And,
That's cool.
And
Yeah.
there's just customization seems like a really big thing, and just the support of the modding community. Plus, it's being made by like 4 people, and they built it pretty quickly, like the engine and everything.
No, I don't like hearing the words "pretty quickly"
Yeah.
with video games.
Well, no, they were able
for-
to do it because they're also using some I forget what it's called now, but it's what is building it's like the models for all of the rocks, the terrain.
Unity? Unity?
No, it's something
Oh.
different. It's a new.
It's
newer
a
thing.
pretty popular one nowadays.
No,
Yeah.
it's not Unity, but because of that, they were able to build a lot of their terrain and everything right away. And they actually do have like the tools for people to build their own, stories or settings or whatnot. But yeah, they got like a ton of videos on their website. I don't know. I think I'm down for it. Just throwing it
Oh,
out
look
there.
at your puppy.
I think it was pretty sweet too. That when I saw it, Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain.
Holy crap.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't even talk about Metal Gear.
Metal Gear.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I made a
that
reference to it. but
that
that's
was
it.
that
I
looks.
didn't realize how late it's been getting. Ace is
Yeah.
like sitting in the dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, Metal Gear.
I'm ready to go.
Badass.
You're ready to go away.
Well, Ace, did you have any closing thoughts?
Not really. I mean, you guys got pretty much all of the points crossed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything I want to talk about.
Jimmy?
Not really. Same. Like I said, there really wasn't a whole lot to talk about with E3. I mean, there's a couple of little highlights here and here, but nothing really huge. Nothing like a new console huge or anything. But
Yeah.
Well, trust me, it's gonna be like another maybe
I'd-
3
I'd
or 4
give-
years.
Right.
yeah.
I'd say 5 to 6, honestly.
Well, what I mean by huge is that there was nothing that really just jumped right out at everybody. Like say Sony didn't do anything that made me go, wow. Because I'm more Nintendo than Sony or anything. But even Nintendo kind of sucked this year too. But there was nothing from anybody that just made me go, wow. I mean, the closest thing would be Fallout 4. Everything that they showed off.
Mine would probably had to have been that was like kind of like I said, all inspiring for me from Sony was probably I would probably have to say the Metal Gear.
That did look really awesome.
Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain.
Yep.
Because I've always been a Metal Gear Solid fan. Like I
didn't
like
notice.
I even bought that this collection they had for the PS3 that has all the Metal Gears dating back to the Nintendo. Like the
Yeah, a lot of people
over-the-top-
don't even know that Metal Gear actually came out on the
Yeah.
Nintendo.
The first game kind of sucked. Just
What was it, like
put
a
out
card-based game or turn-based?
No.
It was over the top. It was over the top.
Over the yeah.
Oh, okay.
there.
Yeah.
Top-down.
Metal Gear normally is over the top.
So I mean, tomorrow I know you posted it on your Facebook, Minecon
Yep.
2015. They're
I'm looking forward to
gonna be
that. I
streaming
mean,
it tomorrow.
10 o'clock at GMT time.
I've been trying not to talk about it because I know we're trying to talk about everything, but I'm
What is it?
really looking forward to 1.9
Minecon.
Minecon.
Minecraft.
Minecraft.
Minecraft convention.
Yep.
Yeah, guys, I knew Chris would make that face.
They promised to show a lot.
Look at my
their
face, I'm
E3
making it too.
presentation for it. I'm kind of looking forward to it. I guess we'll probably end up talking about that next time.
No,
Fine.
we won't
fuck you,
talk about
Chris.
that. We'll talk
Fine.
about
Kick you.
Jason, I'll give you a crafting bench to stare at.
fuck you.
All right.
No, I would say,
thank-
like
Yes,
the next topic
Jason?
we should. I don't know. Well, you
There
probably
isn't no
already
next
seen it,
topic. We're
Jimmy.
trying to end this episode.
No. Like for the next podcast, like just whatever, just something.
That's what a
Like-
podcast
It's usually what it
is.
is.
Just talk about whatever.
Yeah.
We've been doing really nothing but rambling on for like the
Yeah.
past hour and a half.
I know you guys
actually-
20 minutes on
For
Fallout.
like several hours.
But Fallout,
spent
like
20
I said,
minutes on
Fallout was probably
Fallout.
one of the best things that was revealed, in my opinion.
I don't know. Battlefront got game of the show.
Game
I
of
hate
the-
Fallout.
Game of the
Whatever you
show.
call
Do
it.
you, why do you not?
I just
Oh,
just
to each
never
their
liked-
own.
never
It
liked
looks
it.
badass.
I'm more of a Elder Scrolls fan than
Different strokes, man. Everybody has their own.
I don't know, I just-
You're not in that
Actually, I
camp
was
where
on-
it's Fallout's just.
I didn't
Elder
start
Scrolls
playing-
with guns. Are you?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
I,
I-
you know,
I don't know.
you want to have arrows? Fine. Guns? Oh, calm the fuck down. You know?
I actually
What about
have
gunbows?
a mod in my
Gunbows?
Skyrim game where I can make blunderbusses and
I mean,
shit.
when they came out with crossbows and Skyrim, I was like, no thanks.
You turn my bow into a gun. I'm no longer interested.
I'm more incited than becoming a vampire.
Yeah, but you have bats.
What?
Yeah, you know they're changing
Bats.
bats, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't.
How are they
stop
changing
time.
it?
Doesn't
It's
stop
slow.
Oh,
time.
yeah, I saw that.
Oh.
It's. I
Good
like
luck
it.
cheating.
I don't
You can
know.
never cheat again.
All right, so
Oh, trust
thanks
me.
for watching.
There's no one.
We'll see you all next time.
No.
Later.
Never see.